Rockwell Automation shares getting a pop this week on news of a new collaboration with Nvidia. Joining us now in an exclusive interview is Rockwell Automation Chairman and CEO Blake Moret. Blake, it's great to have you back on the show, and that's exactly where I'm going to start. Is the beginning of the week. We had this Nvidia GTC conference, and you were name dropped with this partnership. Walk me through what it means and how it speaks to the relationship between you and Nvidia as Gen AI makes its way to the factory floor.
Sure. Well, if you start with some of the drivers of NVIDIA's importance, you look at what are the sources of massive amounts of data in the world today. You can look at social media, you look at financial transactions, and really the third is machine data. And the equipment that we provide is the single greatest aggregator of machine data. And so it's really an untapped potential to make manufacturing more productive. Nvidia and Jensen recognizes that, and so we're very proud to be working with them to accelerate this technology.
So are you a customer of Nvidia through this partnership? Are you a supplier? Are you both?
You know, primarily we're a user of Nvidia GPUs today, but the announcement was also about the integration of our software with the Omniverse cloud through their APIs. So that's a big piece of it. And it's the collaboration in looking at specific manufacturing use cases, such as accelerated compute and simulation and the use of Gen AI, which are all very important for accelerating the adoption of smart manufacturing.
So I'll tell you, I was on the factory floor of Sikorsky, which is owned by Lockheed Martin, to start the week. Mm-hmm. And that's a factory that Lockheed has put $1 billion into, a factory of the future, I think, as they would put it. And you see things like digital twin, and you see some of this automation there, and you see a heavy lift military use helicopter that's been completely designed digitally before it's ever made its way onto the production line. So how does Gen AI actually propel some of these capabilities forward when you are talking about manufacturing?
So let's take a few of them. First of all, when we talk about accelerated compute, we recently acquired a company that makes autonomous mobile robots. So these are robots, mobile robots that are bringing material to a factory floor, like at Sikorsky, or taking away finished product and moving it either to the loading dock or the warehouse. Those AMRs already use NVIDIA GPUs, and so it's an opportunity to make them even more powerful in terms of their navigation and their perception of the environment. A second example, and this is one that really rose to prominence during COVID, is simulation. You know, when it was not possible to have people from all over the world standing shoulder to commission new lines, people looked at the technology to do this simulation virtually. And this is an area where our Emulate 3D software has proven to be very valuable, and linking it with the Omniverse to be able to get that kind of physical feedback in a digital twin of what's actually happening to be able to prove out these processes is helpful. And then the final is using Gen AI, ChatGPT style front ends on our programming tools.
Okay. So it raises the question for me of where are we in this automation adoption cycle? And I ask that knowing that the company also presented this week at an industrials conference and talked about the fact that assuming the pace of orders continues on a normal trajectory, that you expect financial results for the full year to track around the low end of current guidance, both from a sales and an EPS standpoint. So how to think about adoption at a time where we do have this uncertain macro environment?
Yeah, this year is a bit of a reset after industrials, including the automation companies, are recovering from supply chain shortages. We had record shipments last year, 17% growth, 28% growth in EPS. And this year, we're seeing the remaining effects of some destock on the part of our distributors and on some of the machine builders who bought a little more material than they needed during the depths of the supply chain. We see strong continuing underlying demand and a very good mid and long-term outlook.